We now know the 4th generation as a more dance and performance-oriented generation. But what about the next one? With the 5th generation of K-pop still developing and showing us its colors, we start asking questions. What can we expect vocally? What can we look forward to? Will this generation be more generous to us vocally speaking? To paint an overview picture of what 5th generation is like vocally, taking your suggestions into account, I have decided to analyze 8 groups in this video. Our players are on the boy group team, ZEROBASEONE, RIIZE, and BOYNEXTDOOR. On the girl group team, UNIS and SSS. We also have Kiss of Life and BABYMONSTER, so groups I've covered already on the channel this year. This is not a definitive analysis since 5th gen groups still have so much time to grow and develop both vocally and musically. Like I said, this also is meant to be an overview, not a super in-depth analysis of each group. I think we can get into it. Okay, so who wanna go first? Perhaps let's see what SM has been up to, shall we? So far, what sets RIIZE apart from other SM groups is that their music is less vocally heavy than what you would typically expect. Long sustained notes, dramatic glissandos, vocal runs, strong vibrato are at this point pretty signature elements of SM artists. And of course, it's not to say that you will not find any of these elements in RIIZE, but it is definitely not to the same extent as in the case of their predecessors. This shift is probably linked to the type of music performed by the group. Fast-paced blend of R&B and dance pop doesn't leave as much space for vocal bells and whistles. While this change could be disappointing to some, it also puts less pressure on the members and allows them to focus more on delivering the right energy and feeling. Quickly moving on to the members, I'd like to start with Sohee, who's the main vocalist of the group. Well, my opinion is mixed. I definitely appreciate his use of vibrato, his musicality, precision, his confidence in the upper register, and promising vocal agility.
Yeah. Oh baby, yeah, 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 oh. Keep my heart dead, girl, so cute.
These are clear signs of skill and control, which Sohee deserves credit for. But there is also some bad news. Within his mix register, his technique isn't developed enough. Sohee seems to rely on his naturally high tenor voice a little too much to belts, which often leads to a rather tight, shallow, tense sound.
You got me, oh. You got me, oh. You got me, oh. What you know, 순간 feel the vibe, 맘이 가는 대로 play it, got a guitar. What you know, 순간 feel the vibe, 맘이 가는 대로 play it. I don't know why you gotta deny you feel it. One of these days I know gotta get this shit.
So his lower register also seems quite unexplored, if not neglected. Considering RIIZE's concept, I believe Sohee fulfills his role well, but purely vocally speaking, so far he hasn't proven to be as well-rounded and versatile as the rest of SM main vocalists. Woonbin is the second most impressive vocalist in the group. However, issues like excessive nasality, unstable larynx position, unoptimal breath support restrict his overall ability. Vocally, RIIZE doesn't set the bar as highly as other SM groups. But despite that, the boys all seem comfortable singing on stage. They're able to bring this calm, effortless confidence that SM is known for. A very nice bonus is that they're also willing to harmonize live, which is something we all need more of. RIIZE to me represents SM's new approach to forming a group. their collective vocal skill set isn't as extensive or rich as you might expect. Despite some technical limitations, the members bring fun, style, and lots of good energy to the table, with less emphasis on spectacular vocals. What I'm gonna say is that undoubtedly, what BOYNEXTDOOR brings to the scene is passion. I'm glad that the members aren't afraid of using their voices. They don't seem insecure or scared on stage, which is something I truly respect and appreciate.
Ready? Baby, baby, make me feel so good. Good! You put my arms in the fire. 넌 내ver 꽂혀 별대로 바람 샤고 땅볼 바람 그보다 네 좀 볼. Baby 잠깐 stop. 내게 lady 너뿐이야.
However, vocally, this group has a lot to work on, all across the board. Sang-ho is an ambitious, talented vocalist, but in order to handle more challenging parts safely and skillfully, he needs to keep on developing his technique. This need for improvement applies to the rest of the members as well. Both Taesun and RIIZE especially need to learn how to incorporate style with better control. Dahyun has a good voice that is naturally placed a bit lower. He needs to learn how to navigate it properly. Jaehyun's and Wonhook's enthusiasm is commendable, but true skill needs to be built starting from the basics. In general, BOYNEXTDOOR has good potential and interesting voices. The members already are having a lot of fun singing on stage, but investing time, care, and effort into polishing the skill that is there will only bring their vocals to a higher level, and I am rooting for them. ZEROBASEONE is a group formed by Mnet's survival show, Boys Planet. Their contract will apparently last for 2.5 years, and I'll say right away, I don't think that's enough time. In one of my nmixx videos, I said that the group is as strong as its weakest link. In ZEROBASEONE's case, we can notice how even the least impressive vocalists in the group still prove to be competent enough to contribute vocally, which is already a good sign. And from there, things only get more exciting, as each member adds a new layer, further strengthening the group. Matthew and Ricky offer a more stylistic yet controlled delivery, adding unique R&B flavor to the mix. Hanbin and Ganwook present even more skill with more developed and better coordinated registers. Hanbin's approach is more soft and gentle, while Ganwook's sturdy, more robust tone packs a solid punch. The two standout vocalists of ZEROBASEONE are of course Zhang and my personal favorite male vocalist in this video, taerae. These two demonstrate many traits of a good vocalist, from the use of dynamics, good sense of support, to controlled vibrato, and so much more. I'd say that Zhang specialty is his beautifully natural lower register along with elegant, smooth phrasing. While taerae shines with his strong chest voice and the best developed mixed register among male vocalists in this video.
그 선을 넘겨 넘지 말라고.
Well, considering the group's vocal standard, both individual and collective skill, a variety of tones, how comfortable and confident the members are,
다 가질 거야. 그게 바로 내 꿈일 테니까 변한 건 없어.
vocally this group reminds me of nmixx. And if you know me, you know it's the highest form of compliment. Does this group need a dedicated video? Perhaps. Kiss of Life shines with unbeatable charisma and confidence radiating from the four members. The group has a good vocal reputation and is often praised for their live singing. It is no secret, however, that Kiss of Life owes its reputation in this area mainly to Belle, who's a vocal star of the group and does most of the vocal heavy lifting. Fortunately, Belle is no one-trick pony and actually offers a variety of vocal skills, making her a pretty well-rounded and impressive young vocalist to keep an eye on in this generation. Hanu, who's somewhat overlooked and not as technically developed as Belle, is still able to fulfill her role as a lead vocalist. While Nadia and Julie do not contribute to Kiss of Life vocally nearly as much, they also do not hold back the group either and perform their parts without major issues. In general, Kiss of Life is a vocal force to be reckoned with, even if that's mostly due to the presence of Belle in the group, supported by Hanu. Another group commonly praised for their vocal skills. BABYMONSTER is a serious competitor in the fifth generation. There is a lot to appreciate about YG's new girl group, including confident live singing, improvised ad-libs and note changes, extensive vocal range. The girls come off as competent vocalists who clearly enjoy singing, and it shows. Vocally, the star of the group is for sure Rami, with her robust, punchy mid-range and surprisingly extensive upper range. She immediately positions herself among the most promising vocalists of this generation, let me add at the age of 16, soon 17. I wish Rora was more recognized by the company and fans since she is the second most technically developed vocalist in the group. Ahyeon and Pharita are both very important to the group. However, I can't help but notice lacks in technique, notably when it comes to belting, which for better or for worse, they do a lot of. Chiquita further supports the vocal line. Asa and Ruka perform adequately in their comfort zones. With room for improvement and growth, this group offers something fresh and exciting to the K-pop scene. With a bright future ahead, BABYMONSTER is a group that satisfies a craving for impressive vocals. Watch out for them. Even with little material to go off of, the talent that lies within UNIS's lineup is undeniable, which comes through in the group's performances. The problem I have with UNIS's main vocalists is for sure their age. I'm sorry, but 15 and 13. To keep it strictly technical, the girls for sure display promising potential. However, further technical refinement is still very much needed. Let me also quickly bring attention to Jilly, who I actually find to be one of the best, most promising vocalists in the group. Who seems to be quite underutilized, for now at least. The rest of the members mostly perform their parts adequately, although I don't find any of them particularly skilled technically. To sum it up, I'd say that this group doesn't have significant lows, but it also doesn't reach heights of other groups in this video. So far, their vocal toolkit, while not the most refined or extensive, proves to be effective and appropriate for their music. Let's keep an eye on them, because they still have so much time on their hands to grow and improve. Guys, let me be honest, 24 members is a little much for an overview like this, so I apologize in advance. It's going to be brief. Vocally, this big group is totally eclipsed by one huge voice. The gap between her and the rest of the members is colossal. Of course, it's Dahyun we're talking about. Oh, she is good. Excellent intonation, rolling vibrato, powerful mixed belts, and more. Her placement and approach, she reminds me of Yuju, and you know that's a great compliment. I am glad that through this video I got introduced to her. I'm still not sure about the group's collective vocal skill, but Dahyun is a vocalist I'll be keeping a close eye on, and I recommend you to do the same. So how are the things looking so far? Seeing these 8 groups, not too shabby. This new generation seems to have more idols who are confident, comfortable, and willing to use their voices and sing, which is a pretty large step in a good direction in comparison to the 4th generation. The overall vocal standard is higher. There are also some standout, promising young vocalists like Sohee, Changho, taerae, Belle, Rami, and Dahyun. I am genuinely excited, and I'm very much looking forward to what's to come. And that, guys, concludes this video. Even though it has taken me quite a bit of time, I am glad that I have made myself familiar with all these groups. They are definitely on my radar. As always, please let me know what you think about all this. Which group is your favorite? Who are you the most excited about? Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. For now, bye guys. How long before we fall in love?